third issue is really just cooperation. There's this great article in the paper that came out a few days ago, Nevada State and the CSN working together to build a medical building.
Finish your statement. Go ahead.
They're working together to build a medical building. I'd love to see more cooperation between our different colleges and institutions in Nevada.
Next, please.
Yes, Mr. Wixian, could you please respond to that question as well?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. And first, I want to congratulate Patrick. We've only spoken by telephone once since last year, but I do need to take issue, though. I think it's a profound error to break up the systems as President did. And I think we need to be very, very careful to jump on that bandwagon. I've been involved with this for some time. What happens with the budgeting process is if we break up the community colleges, that gives more voice, not less voice. It gives more voice to the universities. The way that we're configured now, because of the budgeting process, by the way, the regents have no control over the budget. That's all dominated by the legislature and the governor. All we can do is put forward proposals and pray, which is what we do. So we need to be careful with that. If we break up the system, then the community colleges will be drowned out by the two institutions. Because we're one system now, the voice is heard larger. Now, I do believe that there are issues with respect to community colleges. We created a subcommittee within the board that's chaired by Andrea Anderson that's tasked specifically to address community college issues. But we need to be careful because we've done a lot. We moved about $15 million from the institutions in the north to the south as a result of the funding committee on which I sat 3 years ago. So we've made enormous progress, but I don't want to break up the system. That would be a mistake.
Thank you. Next panelist, will you please say your name, the panelist that's going to ask the question. We really appreciate that. Thank you. So next panelist.
Is my live? Check. Test. Good morning. My name is Scott LaFada, and I'm with Citizens for a Better America. Patrick, I'm going to ask you this question first, and then we're going to move on to Mike on this. But we're in the midst of a presidential election, and several of the Republican candidates have mentioned that they would prefer to downsize drastically or reduce the influence or even eliminate the Department of Education. Patrick, what's your position on that? Thoughts?
Well, I think eliminating the Department of Education would probably be a mistake. There needs to be a common uniting theme between all of our states, so all the states are not running in totally different directions on higher education and K-12 education. So having that central body to kind of control that is useful. I think probably where most of the issues arise is that the federal government uses money as a way of trying to enforce and get the universities and schools conform to what they want to do, and depending on whoever's in office, that may or may not be something that is good for the higher education system or K-12 education.
Okay, great. Mike,
I would oppose a breakup, but I think we need to be careful. There's an assumption, especially at that level, that somehow if we break something up or we change something that way, that's going to make a real difference for us in Nevada. And I don't think it will. My focus is Nevada and what we can do in Nevada. And there are some changes that we need to make in Nevada. And there's some positive things that we can do. Patrick just mentioned the cooperation agreement that they have between Nevada State College and CSN, which is wonderful. And we could do more. We're working hard on the board now to on a common registration platform, for example, where students can take courses wherever they're at any of the institutions, which is a very positive thing. So my focus isn't so much nationally as it is locally. I think that's where the issue is. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you.
all right, thank you.
Next panelist, state your name.
Dr. Fred Conquest from CSN. I'm also an executive director